Hey, y'all, hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Come on in, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen and share the live, tap the screen and share the live. I know I ain't been on in a few days. I feel like I deserved a break. Hey, Sean. Oh, hold on. Let me change my goal. Let's see. I'm supposed to be doing one of these 2026 situations. Let's see. Hey, how's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Answer me, please. What's going on? Can y'all believe it's almost 2026? Baby, time it flies. It moves. Hey, Notes and Music. Hey, Benny. Yes, I hope everybody has a happy new year. I hope everything that went wrong for you this year goes right in the new year. Okay? I'm doing okay. I am pumped up. I have so many notes to share with y'all. Like, it's insane. So many notes. It's a brand new year. I got a brand new 365 marketing guide. Okay? Cracked open. Y'all always think that I'm joking when I tell y'all, like, this is how I plot out having, like, multi-million-dollar years. Like, this is how I do it. If you're trying to get this planner, please remember we're having an end of the year sale right now. Okay? So you're going to use code EOY2025. EOY 2025. EOY 2025. And that will indeed save you 25% off of everything. So when you go check out my BIO, you'll see a link at the top where you can go and start shopping. The deal sales in at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. So whatever it is that you're trying to get, whatever it is that you want to get, courses, classes, mentorships, books, planners, coffee mugs, I would encourage you to grab it today. Okay? Thank you for my heart, me. I appreciate this so much. Notes and Music, thank you for my little 2026. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay, how's everybody's day going? So, I am fresh off of some meetings with TikTok and Instagram, and so I got a 2026 strategy to help you make money, help you double your followers. Okay, if you do what I tell you to do, help you get new opportunities, whether it's media, brand deals, all that stuff that you're after. So that's what we're gonna go over today. That's what I want to go over today. So if you're trying to steal my strategy because y'all know I'm a money maker, baby, you better pull up, okay? And I need everybody in here to share with at least one other small business owner, side hustler, or content creator. If you're not a hater. Now, if you're a person of poverty and you have a poverty mindset, you're not going to want to share. Y'all know people come to me, to my face, and they'll be like, oh, you're my secret weapon. I don't tell anybody about you. Like I'm gonna be flattered. No, you just tick me off. You know what I'm saying? Notes and Music, thank you for all those shares. Why? Because if I'm doing enough, hey JS Hill, if I would get online and I will teach for free. I will share my knowledge, share my information. Please keep in mind, y'all, that I have helped over 900 people hit six figures. I have 191 clients that I've helped make $1 million in less than a year. I have 7 clients right now that are 8-figure earners. I have a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctoral. I've been featured in Forbes, CNN, Yahoo, Business Insider, Breitbart, Entrepreneur, Tech, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I am the best. There's not anybody better than me. Okay, when it comes to this arena, And if I'm getting on and I'm teaching for free, like literally the least you can do is share so that we can help more people get on. Okay? How do you make much you make from commissions if I sign up? What are you talking about? Okay, y'all, we got a troll that wants your attention, and on top of that, there's stupid trolls. Okay, so first thing first, you're gonna learn going into 2026. If you want to make money, you sell by listening. And even as a troll, before you troll, you should read the room and see what's going on. What are you talking about? Signing up? Nobody's signing up for anything, babe. I don't sell MMR. I'm here to share my strategy for 2026 so you can get some money. You weirdo. You weirdo. You big blockhead. You dummy. You said you think you're really that dumb. No, you're that dumb. I don't think anybody else in the room is dumb. I think you're dumb. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I think you're dumb. I don't think anybody else is dumb, but I do think you're dumb. And you should have went in the very least you should have went and Googled me before you came in trolling. Chad, y'all know I love a troll. Give me an opportunity to run my resume. Because your girl got it. Looking at someone who graduated cum laude at the top of her class in finance, baby. I worked hard for everything I got and never had to pay for a placement. And I actually am inside of all of these creator programs in real life. You said show my income. Go look on my page. That's why I said you came in here hot for no reason. You came in here trying to get attention, so now we're giving you attention. Congratulations, you're getting it. But literally, you're right. I don't make $100,000 a month. I make more than that. You're absolutely correct. I make over that, and it's documented. Y'all let this chump know. If you go to Samcard, you go to Lead Pages. These are verified organizations, and they can see the inside of my accounts and every penny that comes through. I also show my back office on a regular basis, and not a screenshot. I get on live and let people see how much I make. And then you can go see the video testimonials of all of the clients I've helped actually pinned to my page. In any given day, I drop testimonials. Any given day, it's at the top of the stories. You actually can see it. So you're welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share that information. You said that baby, they were the JSL. They really over here trying it. People just weird. Okay, now look, if y'all want to get on with the strategy, everybody put strategy in the chat. Put strategy in the chat if y'all are ready to talk about this strategy. You can steal my 2026 strategy. And yes, there's a lot to go through. And I'm going to tell y'all this. This is the disclaimer. If you're a person you don't want to read, if you're a person you don't want to study, if you're a person you don't want to set the time aside to be able to do what you need to do for your business, baby, go ahead and check out because you're not going to make it. I want you to win and I want you to do well, but I also want you to be honest with yourself of if you're actually going to do the work. It's not a notebook. It is a market. This is an actual marketing guide. This is an actual marketing planner. So this is how I plan and plot like all of our sales. This is how I go through our series. This is how I know what our promotions are going to be, and this is how I'm able to estimate like how much I anticipate on making and setting the marketing budgets. If you go to the link in my bio, you'll see it'll say shop now, and you can get the 365 marketing planner. If you're a beginner, then you need to get the you get the 365 marketing guide. If you're a beginner, you need to get the profit planner, and there's a big difference. So do not try and get this big. It's an annual book. Don't try and get this if you don't know your base information, like your target audience, if you don't have a funnel built, if you don't have a system set up, if you don't have an archetype, if you don't know any of the demographics for the people that you're trying to create content for and sell to, because you're not going to be able to use this properly. Once you graduated from the profit planner, then you can start getting to this. This is Big Mama, okay? Profit planner is the beginners, and there's a duo where you can get both, but profit planner is a beginner. You're more experienced, yeah, okay, get the 365 marketing guide then. Yeah, if you're more experienced, for sure. This is advanced. This is when we're planning like how we're gonna do 10 million, 15 million, 20 million in a year. If you're trying to scale up to like $200,000-$300,000 a month, for sure, 365 marketing guide. And if you're a beginner, get Profit Planner. So yeah, thank you for everybody that's tapping strategy. Okay, first of all, I need everybody to say, hey, God, hey, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use them to make a crap load of money for myself, but I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to assist, as I told you guys, over 900 people in creating six-figure income. 191 of my clients have done $1 million. Hey, Jewel, in less than a year. And Jewel, I need to send you an email, girl. So the sample kit of perfumes I wanted to send you, they're on back order, and I went and checked, and they're still on back order. So I think we need to choose a different fragrance set. And like literally, if you choose it today or tomorrow, I will order it like immediately, so we can make sure that you get it. This is the second time that the fragrances have like sold out. So I want to make sure that you get that. So please send me a DM or actually send me an email. So whenever I get off of the live, I can see it and we can take care of that. And I'm so sorry. I definitely am. I'm the hold up with that. Like I'm the problem. I am the problem. And so I want to not be the problem. Okay, let me get that fixed for you so I can get it out. I appreciate your commitment to the kingdom. I appreciate you being a client as long as you've been a client. And I want to make sure you get what you want. If y'all are wondering, not only do I give great information, I always do community give backs. And so for my clients and customers, randomly, I do giveaways. And Jewel won a Louis Vuitton fragrance, a $400 fragrance. The fragrance ended up going on being sold out that she won. So I was like, well, let's do the sampler kit because it's probably better anyway, because she would have gotten like 6 different Louis Vuitton fragrances that she can try, right? They're like little small versions of like their top ones. Well, it sold out too. So now we got to get another one for Jewel. But yeah, for any of you guys that are new here, I give away laptops, tablets, phones, cameras, equipment, fragrances, luxury bags, Dior, Chanel, Balmain, all that kind of stuff. We do all the cool stuff over here in the kingdom. So yeah, and so we may need to do a giveaway at the top of the year. But anyway, I need to get Jewel stuff taken care of. So I just wanted you to know, Jewel, I've not forgotten about you, girl. Like, had a lot of life events that were happening in between. And y'all, for those of you that don't know, my mother passed away about a month ago. So and we run a family business, so we still have been like recovering from that as a family as well. But you gotta keep on pushing. Anyway, did y'all give me the hey guy hey? Because I didn't see it. Okay, give me hey guy hey. Oh, I see it over here. Thank you, JS Hill. Thank you, Leslie. Hey, Honey Pie. Thank you. Hey, Notes and Music. So you said you didn't know. Thank you for the condolences. Yeah. Mama Jones stepped on out of life's back door, baby. So she is with the Lord now. Okay. I won't talk about it too much though, because I don't want to get emotional. I want to talk about getting money today. Okay. And I'll talk about money for 2026, but thank you everybody for the condolences. So yes, it's been a lot. Okay. The end of the year has been a challenge for me. Okay. But God is good all the time. Now, for those of you who I've helped make money, drop the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero, whatever makes you feel good down in your shana na. Go ahead and do that for me. Thank you for the heart me Vogue Room. And also, if you guys feel compelled, help me hit my little goal, the little 2026 thing that's pinned up there. TikTok likes it when the creators hit their goals. So if y'all can help me with that, that would be fantastic. And then also, if you don't want to send a gift, then drop comments. Okay. Yes, come through with the dollar signs because we get money out here in the kingdom. That's what we do. Period, poo. Period, poo. Okay, so I had a meeting with TikTok. I had a meeting with Instagram. I had a meeting with YouTube. Okay, and I'm inside of all kinds of like little groups and clubs, and I have like specific people that I work with in there and all of that kind of stuff. And it was great timing because I was wanting to, trying to pay attention to like how the algorithms are changing, what some of the trends are, what's kind of happening with the public in general, to put together what my plan is going to be for 2026. And after like my meetings with them, baby, spot on. Okay, so that is what we're going to be going through today. So everybody give me ready. I can only snap on one finger today, one hand today. Ready. Let me see it roll. through those comments. And again, if you're not a hater, if you're a person of prosperity, you don't have a poverty mindset, make sure you share this with at least one other small business owner or content creator, so you can get out here and get your coins. Now, we have a lot to cover in this strategy. I'm not sure if we're going to get through all of it today. Yes, real life. I don't know if we're going to get through all of it today. But if we don't get through all of it today, it's fine. We'll get on in the morning and we'll keep on going, okay? Because y'all need this. Everybody say, I need that. Okay. you need this. All right. Now, this strategy is to help you increase your sales, help you increase your followers, and help you increase your opportunity. That is specifically what this strategy is for, okay? Also, you guys, do not forget, if any of the things that I go over in this strategy and you're like, okay, that sounds good, but I have no idea how to do that, please make sure that you shoot me a DM, okay? So I can make sure that you get, let's see, hold on. I'm trying to pin, I guess we got to do the service. It's like a board. Y'all, there's so much stuff that they put up here. It's so ridiculous. So many things. So many things. I'm trying to put it up here so y'all can do the contact where y'all can message me. Jesus, it's so huge. Do y'all see that? Does it take up the bottom of the screen? It's crazy. It's nuts, okay? Anyway, y'all send me a DM. And like I said, go check out my... Oh. Y'all know what that means? We'll check out my... Oh, okay? And when you get there, you'll see a John Timer at the top. And you'll see a code, EOY 2025, okay? That's because we're having an end of year sale. And it's huge, massive discounts on everything, every service, every product, every consultation, book, planner, guide, all of that stuff, okay? It ends at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. So those of you that have been trying to get into my Instacoin Academy mentorship, today is a good day for you to join. Those of you that need a social media audit, today is a good day for you to get your audit. Those of you that need a marketing plan, good day. Those of you that need a funnel built, good day. Those of you that are trying to get the 30 to 45 day lunch, or you want to get the faceless content workshop, it's a good day. Hooks Mastery, it's a good day to get any of those things. You're trying to get into Monetization Nation, it's a good day because you'll be able to get the 25% off, okay? So anyway, you say you don't know what you want to buy. You just looking. Well, you can email us or you can send us DMs and tell us what you got going on and what your goals are. And we can help you select the proper, product or service as well too. JS Hill said, get her audit. It will reset your mind. Thank you, JS Hill. Thank you. Yeah, we don't be playing about them audits. Okay. All right. So first thing first. Okay. Y'all are not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you the truth because that's what I always do. We always tell the truth. I'm trying to set my planner on the laptop without pushing keys. All right. So there are 3 things we're going to be focused on for this particular strategy moving into 2026. One is followers. Everybody put followers in the chat. Everybody put followers in the chat. I need to make sure y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Followers is the first part of this strategy. Okay. The second part of this strategy is going to be leads, okay? Because leads lead to money. Leads lead to sale. Everybody put leads in the chat. Put leads in the chat. That's the second part of this strategy. Is going to be focused on leads, okay? And then the third part of this strategy is going to be focused on views. And more specifically, we're looking at retention. So y'all put views in the chat. And the reason we're switching over to a retention model, I know a lot of people are obsessed with going viral, but hear me out. If we can get the proper retention, you're more than likely going to get the proper engagement, and that's going to lead to you having more viral posts. I know a lot of you guys have been paying attention to my TikTok and my Instagram accounts lately, and y'all have noticed that I have switched up my posting strategy. Y'all have noticed I've switched up like my branding, the aesthetic, all of that. That's because I'm tapped into where Instagram and TikTok are moving going into 2026. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed, it seems like overnight, out of nowhere, my page started picking up at least 100 followers a day. And I know some of y'all are clocking and seeing that I'm picking up at least 200 followers a day. Why? Is because I've already switched over to fit the new model. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So if you need to know if this works, some of you guys have been following me and y'all can testify that on TikTok last week, I was sitting at about 150,400 followers. And as of this morning, I'm at 150,700. Okay. And that literally just started, Monday. Okay, that started Monday, and y'all saw a few of you guys did reach out to me, and y'all were like, you're noticing that I've changed like the structure of the content, how I'm editing videos, the different things that are being put out. So I'm going to tell you why, okay? And if you need to know if the strategy works, yes, it works. I keep seeing these videos come down my timeline where they're telling y'all to post like 25 or 30 times a day. You do not have to do that unless you want to do that. If you have enough time to where you can push out 25, 30 pieces of content a day, which most small business owners don't, but most true content creators don't, it's not going to be a fit. Now, if you're trying to, if you're just in it for the followers and you're more like a yapper, then yes, but I ask people this all the time. And unless you want to get paid just only from the Creator Fund, what yapper do y'all know that is actually making tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on social media? Somebody tell me. Nobody can ever name anyone, because yappers typically struggle with getting brand deals. Yappers typically struggle, okay, with being able to get opportunities. Yappers a lot of times struggle with monetization because they don't have a direct offer, okay? Now, if you are going to be a yapper and maybe you want to combine that with TikTok Shop, so you're getting paid from the Creator Fund and from TikTok Shop, I would probably suggest that. But if I'm being honest, you do not have to post 25 to 30 times a day to grow your accounts, okay? Realistically, though, you are going to need to post somewhere between 3 and 6 times a day. Because remember, we're trying to grow followers, we're trying to grow leads, and we're trying to grow views, okay? That's what this strategy is about. If y'all got it, if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, let me know y'all picking up what I'm putting down, okay? How much is this little thing that's up here? This pen. How much is this thing? Oh, that's expensive. This 2026, it costs 2026 coins. Well, somebody send me one. It's not expensive as a universe, but that is an expensive gift in the TikTok land. Wait, y'all, let me see if I can find a 2026 gift that's cheaper. Hold on. Oh, we're in a flash goal. I have to finish the goal first. Okay, y'all, we have 3 minutes to finish the goal, and then we'll try. Okay, after. Okay. Now, before we get into the full strategy, I need y'all to put your listening ears on. Okay. Put your listening ears on and make them larger. Put your listening ears on and make them larger. Put the listening ears on and make them larger. Everybody, let me know when you got your listening ears on. Thank you for the heart me. It's not the heart me, y'all. It's this little thing. Hold on. Where'd it go? Okay. It's the little J. It's the J. Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you for the ear emojis. Okay. So I need you to have some basic, like, kind of understandings of what type of content does what. And what I mean by that is specific type of content will get you more followers. Specific type of content will get you leads, and specific type of content get you more views. And before we get in and we start breaking down the actual strategy, I need you to understand the different types of content are going to get you one of those particular goals. Does that make sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? Thank you, Vogroom. Thank you, Queen Niche. Thank you. Is it Aloha? Thank you for my cute little cat. Y'all, it's a little, can y'all see this wheel that's over here that I can see? I always wonder when TikTok sends it. Thank you for everybody sending multiple. It has to be different people in order for it to count for the little J. Thank you. Is that Zanisha? Thank you so much. Can y'all see the little purple wheel? There's a little wheel that I can see, and it's like spinning like slowly. Thank you, Lily Love Jones, and y'all's faces are showing up in the bubbles. Can y'all see that, or am I the only person that can see it? I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Can y'all see it? Every time y'all send something, it goes, it makes a sound. Hey, Aisha, thank you so much for my J. Thank you, thank you, thank you, love. Only me? Okay, I'm the only person that can see it. Well, I thank you guys. It's really cute. I wish y'all could see it. They should make it where everybody can see it so everybody can see their face. Let's see. Trauma unit, thank you for my J. Thank you very much, love. Okay, so we got to get how many people? It says I have 7 out of the 24. Zen, don't send any more of those J's. It has to be like 24 different people. They have to be unique gifters. So even though you're sending me those, and we should have hit the goal because a lot of y'all sent multiple, it has to be 24 different people that send the little J. Oh, you have to click the J? Okay, Queen Niche says if you click the J, then y'all can see the wheel with the little spinny thing. So yeah, so we need more people in the kingdom to send the J. We need like what, 16, 15 more people to send it? Yeah. Anywho, now content types. So let's talk about the type of content that's going to increase your followers. And then we'll talk about how to put all this in a plan. Does that make sense? Coach Azia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Indy J, thank you so much. Thank you, love. All right. So if we're trying to get follows, education, summary, awareness, storytelling, and series. Y'all need me to say that again on the type of content that's going to get you followers? Thank you, Notes and Music. Y'all need me to repeat that for the type of content that's going to get you followers? Education, summary, storytelling, series, awareness, aka like trending conversations is awareness, like trending. Does that make sense? Those are the types of content that are going to get you followers. Okay. Now, if we're trying to get leads, tutorials is kind of interesting because it'll get you leads and followers, but tutorials, any type of personal transformation, your case studies, your back office, your before and afters. That's what's going to get you leads, aka Mognon. Okay, that's what's going to get you Mognon. Now, if we're trying to get the views, okay, we're trying to get the views out here in these streets. The views is going to be awareness. Okay. You're going to get into storytelling. We're going to get into high-paced, high-speed type content, solution-based content, and answer-based content. Rating, comparison, and anytime you do audio with B-roll combination together, like voiceover type content, is going to help with the views. Okay? Does that make sense? And you're going to be doing a combination of all of these different types of content every day if we're trying to grow our page, grow our income, grow our opportunity. Okay? You have to do a combination of all of these. And so it's very important that you understand when you're creating a piece of content, like what goal you're trying to accomplish with that particular piece of content. Blink, blink, blink. Does that make sense? You say, can I tell more about storytelling? I'll talk a little bit more about storytelling. We're probably gonna spend like most of January in storytelling mode because storytelling absolutely positively is what leads to your sales. So I have a 6 weeks sales camp that's coming up. It starts, I think, January 27th. Side note, if anybody's trying to join the 6 week sales camp, you should definitely go to my bio and go shop and use that end of year sale code and get 25% off. So, and it's taught live. It's taught on Tuesday nights. I am the instructor for that. And I teach you guys how to sell because most people don't know how to sell. And it's a lot of work that goes into selling, especially like the psychology of a client, understanding your hooks, your call to actions, also understanding like how to sell through a DM, how to sell through an email, how to actually sell your client before they even get on the sales call with you, even going through like your questions and how you have your clients answer them versus like the actual questions that they're communicating with you. It has everything to do with if you're going to close that client or not. Okay. You said you want to launch a membership or a community. I would tell you to come into Instacoin Academy and do the 6-week sales training. If you can only do one though, do Instacoin because you're going to get all of the marketing part that you need and the business math. You're going to get all of that. So yeah, but does that make sense though? Okay, so let's get into when we start the actual strategy. Okay, so first thing first, you're going to have to choose your niche and you're going to choose 3 sub niches. How many sub niches do we need? You said the Instacoin link isn't working. Oh gosh, what Instacoin link are you trying, honey pie? If you tap the shop and you go through my store, it should work. If it's the Instacoin on the page that's there, I think that timed out. I think that one timed out that's on the page. I don't know if anybody on my team is in here in the stream because it's holiday time. But if somebody on my team is in there, can y'all check the Instacoin link? She said it's not working. You said you can't find it. Can you send me a DM and somebody on my team probably can send you a direct link to sign up for Instacoin? Because we have like a 12-week and then we have like a 12-month Instacoin. And you can pick which one you wanna sign up for. And if nobody on my team is in here, NDJ, if you send the DM to me when I get off the live, I'll be able to see it and I can get you the links, okay? So that way we can get you in there. We'll get you the link and you can check out which one, whichever one you want to sign up for. Somebody else asked me what the code is. It's E as in echo, O as in orange, Y as in yellow, the number 2, the number 0, the number 2, the number 5. Okay, EOY 2025, end of year 2025. Put that code in at your checkout and it'll take 25% off of everything. Even if it's already on sale, it'll stack with whatever's there on sale too. Okay. All right. So back to the plan. You need your niche and you need your sub niches. Somebody asked me, how do we choose the niche and the sub niche? Well, specifically if you want to be profitable. Because a lot of y'all be out here doing stuff and you just wasting your money and wasting your time, okay? And you're not profitable. Let's talk about if we want to be profitable in 2026. How are we going to choose the niche and the sub niches? Only if you want to be profitable. If you don't care about being profitable, then hey, do what you feel, do what you want to. But if you want to be profitable, okay, ask me how. Okay, ask me how. I'm laughing. It's not really funny. I'm tickled, but it's really not funny because there's a lot of people out here doing a lot of stuff and they're making no monies. Okay, making no money at all, spinning their wheels, spending a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of effort, and they can't figure out why they're not making money. Okay, so rule number 1: if you can choose something that you actually like to do, okay, something that you actually like to do, you're going to be able to make profits in it. Listen to your big cousin, Ashley Ann. You can make money, especially online, doing anything. You can make money doing anything, but there has to be some level of authenticity to it in order for you to make the money consistently. A lot of y'all are struggling with making money online because you're looking at what other people are doing and you're trying to replicate it, but it really is not authentic to you. So it's a struggle for you to come up with content because you really wouldn't be doing that every day anyway. Or you wouldn't be doing it frequently, right? It's a struggle for you to come up with content because you don't have like the skill set in that or the knowledge base in that. Does that make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So whatever it is that we're going to try and choose our niche in as far as profitability for 2026, we want it to be something that we actually like enjoy doing or something that we do on a regular basis. The second rule is you can pick something that you have a skill set in or like you've been educated in. So maybe you have like a degree in it or a certification, or you've been studying it for like 5 years, 10 years, right? So for instance, people always talk about how consistent I am. Well, it's because I talk about business and I really love business and I do business every day. I'm never going to run out of content when it comes to business. I'm never going to get tired of business posts. I never ever am like, I don't know what to post. No, I always know how to do that because that's what I really do, right? I'll give you guys an example. When I go to a lot of these in-person like influencer and creator events and stuff, everybody when they initially look at me, they think I'm beauty. They think I'm in the beauty vertical. Every single one. They're like, "Oh, you're beauty," and I'm like, "No." And they're like, "You're not." And then they look at my hair and they go, "Oh, you do hair." And I go, "No, no, I don't do that." And then they go, "Oh, fashion." No. And then I say business, and they go, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm business and finance." Okay. Now I know a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you. So, but the reason I don't do like the makeup vertical, I don't wear makeup every day. A lot of y'all have been following me for a long time. Y'all know it. Y'all know most of the time when I get on the camera, I have a bare face. I don't do makeup every day, which is why I don't try and sell a lot of beauty products with like other brands and stuff. Now, skincare, yeah, I do that every day. And I'm actually working on doing a page where I just kind of do like skincare, cooking, stuff like that. No business, nothing else on there. I'm just going to build up a page strictly for that. That's something I do every day. Okay. So a lot of people, okay. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. A lot of y'all are out here, you're looking at like what's trending or what you feel like is hot, and you're trying to choose your vertical or your niche based around that. And that's part of the reason you're not making money because it's really challenging. It starts turning into like a task. It's almost like a burden. Thank you, Queen Niche 11. It starts turning into a burden. You understand what I'm saying? When you're doing something that you really don't do every day, when you're doing something that you really feel like, like you have to put like an extreme amount of effort into it to get it done. Does that make sense? Like the girls that are really into like makeup and stuff, those girls can push out all that content every day because they actually get up and they put on makeup every day. I don't put on makeup every day. I don't. Y'all know. Y'all know I don't, right? But am I gonna moisturize every day? Yeah. So if I was doing something around skincare, yeah, I can always make content about it because I take care of my skin every day, every night, right? Business, I do this every day, every night. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Okay. If it comes to my house, my home, it being well appointed, organized, clean, decorated, I can do that every day. So when you're looking at either a product or offer that you've created, when you're looking to do affiliate marketing because you want to get into content creation and you want to make money that way, you need to choose something that you do every day or you do it frequently. You need to choose something that you actually like and that you know something about, or something that you have the skill in, because that's how you're going to be able to produce these 3 to 6 posts a day. And when you think about it like that, it starts becoming really, really easy to post every day, right? So your niche should be around what it is that you actually are into. So if you're trying, even if you're like, well, I don't actually have a product, I just want to make money. Like, let's say you decide you want to make money through LTK or Amazon storefront or TikTok shop or something like that this year. You can do it, but you're going to do better doing it with something that you actually would use, something you actually would do every day, right? So I'm gonna try and put up a post. Hopefully, I have time to edit it tonight, and I'll have it up maybe tomorrow. But I have a post coming up, and I want to share with you guys how whenever I put products up, like a lot of people that do TikTok shop, they make a separate page and they're just doing all these videos, all these videos. I don't do that many videos. I really only probably at this point have gotten to doing maybe like one a day. And literally, I'm the companies that I'm working with their products, they're really, really happy to work with me because I'm selling like 100 to 150 units of their product every single week. And this is before the companies are putting ad spend or money behind me. like organically, I'm selling the products. They're like, oh dang. Right. But the reason it's easy for me to do that because I only choose products that fit into my sub niche. I only choose products that fit into my main niche. Does that make sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? So whether you're selling your own stuff, whether you're trying to get into affiliate marketing, whether you want to do like commissions or anything, your big key to profit is not necessarily looking for the most profitable niche, because a lot of y'all are failing because you're looking at what other people are doing and you're trying to replicate it, but it's not authentic to you. And that's why you're struggling with the content. You pick something that you actually genuinely like to do, something that you know a lot about, or something like that you have a lot of experience or skill in. And that's going to be your first strategy to a profitable niche in 2026, because you are going to have to create a copious amount of content. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, do you have to do 25, 30 posts a day like these people are saying? Absolutely not. You do not have to do that, okay? But 3 to 6 realistically on Instagram and TikTok in order to make money in 2026 is absolutely accurate, okay? If you're using YouTube Shorts, you want to try and put up at least 2 shorts a day if you're trying to grow aggressively. Now, if you're not trying to grow aggressively, you don't have to do that. But if you're trying to grow aggressively, yeah, at least 2 shorts a day. And you want to try and get to 1 piece of long format content at least 3 times a week. And once a day is even better. I know people don't want to hear that, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. If you're trying to grow, okay, and growing in the area of followers, your views, and your leads, okay, aka your money. That's how that works. Okay. So next. Now we have these sub niches. Okay, I normally advise people to just like 3 or less. Okay, don't do over 3, because the way that the algorithms have been tuned to work, they're going to put you in what is called a vertical. Okay. Thank you for my 2026s. Thank you so much. So your vertical is basically, okay, this is how the app is determining who to show your content to. And a lot of people F this up. And it's okay. Like when I first like got on social media, I didn't really have a rhyme or reason. I was a rammer. Okay. Rammers are random acts of marketing. Okay. If you're just out here just throwing spaghetti at the wall, this is why you're failing. Okay. So you don't want to be a rammer. We have to pick the niche, and we got to pick the 3 sub niches. So somebody asked me, say, girl, how do I pick the sub niches? Because it's really easy, but it makes sense. Okay. It's not necessarily intuitive, but when I tell you, you're going to be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So no, seriously, somebody asked me how. How do I change my gift goal? Y'all, I didn't realize that gift was that expensive. I don't want to pin it. Okay, here's the edit. Let me change it, y'all. I had no idea. I just picked the first thing that I saw 2026 with. Oh, it's not giving me a lot of gifts to choose from. Oh, here's one that's a penny. Let's do this one. It's a penny. Okay. It's a whopping penny. We can do that. Boom. And y'all can send multiples of them. There we go. Now we got a good goal. Okay. Because I would much rather you guys go over and purchase a product or a service for me, okay, than send me expensive gifts on here. Please understand, I do appreciate those of you that come through and send me big gifts. I think that is so kind, that is so wonderful, that is so amazing. Thank you so much for that. Blink, blink, blink. But yeah, I would rather you go to my and go over there and get you a product that's going to help you build your business, okay, and where I don't have to share my profits with TikTok. Okay. Now, how do we pick? Wait, where's my how at? I don't see my house. I don't see my comments moving. Are y'all commenting over here in YouTube and Facebook land? Because if y'all are, I don't see them moving. I see the comments moving in TikTok, but I don't see them moving over here in YouTube. Thank you for the house. Thank you. Yes, y'all here. I'm over in YouTube, baby. I don't see no comments moving, but sometimes the comments and stuff are going and I can't see it and y'all can see it because I'm using StreamYard. Oh, there they go. Okay, there they go. Thank you very much. All right, so how do you choose your sub niche? Have y'all ever heard of a Venn diagram? That's like, y'all know the diagrams where it's a circle and they overlap, and where the circles overlapping. Thank you. sent me that. That was hilarious. Was that Dr. Holly that sent me that? Who sent me that? That was hilarious. Thank you very much. That was so funny. That was so cute. Surprise. Okay. Anyway. Anywho, okay. So you're gonna write down what are things that you are interested in, and you're gonna make a list of things that your audience is interested in. So you got the main niche, right? But then, like, what else are you interested in that you can that you can post about? Let's see. Gina Maxine, thank you for my party up, my love. Gina, I have some stuff that you won and you never sent us the address. I saw it the other day and I sat it on my dining room table. We need your address, ma'am. It's still sitting over here. I didn't give it away to anybody else. Okay. It's still sitting here. Okay. You said, thank God you told them to do something that they like. I can't stand watching forced content. Baby, I can't stand watching forced content and they can't stand to do the forced content. That's why the pages never go anywhere. It's very dangerous. Will this work for church in regards to growing on social media? Oh yeah, I work with a ton of churches. This is why people quit. This is why people quit. I'm telling y'all, you can sell anything because it's all about building the target audience, right? So if we're looking at what else do you like to do, what else is your audience interested in? Okay. And you're going to write down the list and you're just going to look to see where they overlap. Like if the audience likes to see this type of content and you also like to do that and you know you can post regular content about it, that should be one of your sub niches. Does that make sense? Like that's is literally that simple. So if you like, let's say you're a techie, okay, and you really love like reviewing, I don't know, phones, like you really like reviewing phones and tablets or something, like that could be one of your sub niches because you really like it, right? You're really into it. Let's say you're a techie but you really love stationery and like office accessories, right? So you may be a techie and then you can tie your sub niche of content would be like really beautiful things for your office. Okay. Email me, Gina, or email me, Gina. Send the email. Send the email. And the subject line put is Gina Maxine. So that way we know it's you. Thank you, boo. But does that make sense? So, but does that make sense? So, like, if I'm a tech girl and I love like softwares and technology and AI and stuff like that, but I also kind of have like a little knack for interior design, and so I'm really into offices or something. Well, now though, you see what I'm saying? Those two correlate, and that sub niche makes sense, and you can make money doing that sub niche if you're into like stationery, pens, file cabinets, organizers, the acrylic boxes, the drapes and stuff for the office, the shelving in it, how to set stuff up so the office has good feng shui. Does that make sense? Like that has to be something, like it has to be something that you actually enjoy, that you like, and again, that you're gonna post about frequently. Okay, because you're doing it every day and you love it, or maybe you're doing it once a week. Does that make sense? Hey, Penny Pimp, what's going on? Hey, love. So you got the big niche and then you got the sub niche. And remember, the sub niche is based on what you really like and what your target audience wants to see. And we're just looking to see where they correlate. If you can find 1, 2, or 3 other points, then those are going to be your sub niches and that's what you're going to post about. Does that make sense? Are the niches too general? No, they don't have to necessarily be general because there's a such thing as called like cross content, and we'll be talking about that in the 6-week sales training that we're going to be doing in January. So shout out to everybody that's signing up for the 6-week sales training. If you go, what's my niche? Are you asking mine, or are you doing it as notes? are you actually asking mine, or is that like notes? I mean, I'm happy to tell you. I'm very happy to tell you. So hey Leslie, you said it makes sense. Good, JS Hill. Hey, Mr. Eagle Vision, what's going on? So my niches, clearly business and finance is the first niche of mine. My number two is like news and politics. And news and politics go hand in hand with business anyway, so it just is a natural fit. My secondary sub niche gets into, believe it or not, it's hosting and cooking is my second one, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It has nothing at all to do with the latter, but that is something that I do. I cook y'all almost every day, and I'm not a person that cooks because I have to. And you can ask anybody, all my friends and stuff. Basically, they always joked and call me like the Black Martha Stewart. Y'all see like the decor that I set up for. Look at my tree. Shoot, that's behind me. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Look at my home. Like, so that's my other one. And a lot of times, sometimes, you have to do a little challenge to get the cross promo in to make it make sense, but I do it. I do it. That's what I'm into. And then my third vertical is still, they got me in like health and wellness, but I don't really think it's health. Well, I guess technically skin. Because I like with my skin, I'm not like products. Most time I'm talking about like the healthier skin and different products and stuff like that. So you'll see me do a lot of stuff around that or whatever. So yeah. But that's what it is. But my clients typically care about money and business because they're looking for more time and they want to have like beautiful home environments, beautiful life, all that stuff in general. Now, from time to time, will I throw in some other like little random, like kind of spend the day with me, vloggy type stuff because y'all like that? Yeah, I do that here and there, but like that's primarily what my content is. And I'm probably, and like I said, I have an opportunity. Instagram keeps inviting me into the Facebook monetization. And I don't know if y'all know, it's kind of hard to get into there. I don't have to do the work. They'll just give me a page and automatically monetize my page on Facebook. They keep asking me, what is that? Y'all see that? It's like a little something is flying around here. But anyway, so I feel like I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do with that page. And I think I'm going to, like, that page is literally going to be just dedicated to probably like home, cooking, hosting, like stuff like that. And I may do it as a lifestyle page so that way I can do a little mix of like home, beauty, that sort of type of thing. It's probably what it's going to be. But yeah. So let's see, I can have a niche of business and have relatable mom travel organization. Yes. Yes, you would do cross content to make them fit. But yes, absolutely. And especially if that's something that your audience wants to see. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I'm telling y'all. You can make money. You just have to do things that you're consistent in. And a lot of y'all were failing this year and in the years prior because you're choosing things based on like popularity and how much money you see other people making in it, because you don't understand that once you build a target audience and you build a community, you're going to be able to make as much money as you want to make anyway. But you can't confuse the apps. The apps have to be able to categorize you and categorize your content so it knows what vertical to put you in, and it's going to push you more. And you don't have to have the same verticals on each platform. So like for instance, if you wanted to use TikTok to do like business and finance, and you wanted to use Instagram to do like mom and travel stuff, then you could do that too. Does that make sense? But the biggest thing is we got to be able to post about this every day. And the only way you're going to be able to post about it every day is you really have to like enjoy it, or you need to be doing it. And that's a big part people are missing. Can I book a call to fine tune this with you? Yeah, what you would want to book is called a power session. And when you go look at my you'll see, scroll down to the work with me one-to-one section, and you'll see power session. And you can do that, or you can do a social media audit, but it sounds more like you would need a power session. And then use that code. Side note, if any of you guys didn't know this, I'm having an end of the year sale today, and today is the final day. Use code E as in echo, O as in orange, Y as in yellow, the numbers 2, number 0, number 2, number 5. So EOY 2025, and that will save you 25% on all services, on all products, courses, classes, trainings, done for you, mentorships, the 6-week sales training that we have coming up that starts in January. If you're trying to get an Instacoin, you need a marketing plan, any of that, use the code, save the money. Okay. Should I book a power session? I need help mapping out new service I want to offer. If you just need help with like the general map out, yes, a power session. If you need a full-blown marketing plan for it, you're going to do a laser session for that. But if we just kind of need like general stuff, bird's eye overview, a little help with upsells, downsales, kind of like general audience for it, stuff like that, a power session will get you right for sure. For sure. But laser session is the full, like, here's the audience, here's the community, here's the marketing plan, here's the launch sequence, what should be on your website, here's the brand identity, like all of that gets into it for laser session. Okay. I'm looking for the sales training in your bio, but I don't see it because I don't have it up there. If you go to my actual store, like our Shopify store, you'll see it. If somebody on my team is in here, can y'all put a 6-week sales training button up there? I didn't have it up there because technically it's not supposed to launch to the public until Monday, but it's definitely there if you want to sign up, or send me a DM. Send me a DM and say you want to just send me a DM. Say I'd like to get in your 6-week sales training, and I send a DM or email, and then we'll get you the link that way too. And I'll make sure you get it today so you can use the discount code. Okay. Yeah. Just DM me, babes, or send me an email. Okay. Now, but everybody understand about the niche and the sub niche, and everybody understand about the type of content that gets you a follower, the type of content that gets you a lead, the type of content that gets you views. Okay. So I am not going to back down off of this. 3 to 6 posts if you're trying to grow quickly, and if you're trying to grow with people that will buy things from you. Okay. And if you want to get into TikTok shop and you're trying to sell stuff, still 3 to 6 posts. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you the 6 types of posts. And if you want to do these every day and be an overachiever, I would highly recommend it, because y'all, you can get 10,000 followers in a month without posting 30 times a day. Every time I see people and they're like, oh, I post 25 times a day, I post 30 times a day, I'm like, dang. But when I go and look at the quality of the content, it's normally not good content. They're just kind of going by like numbers and looking at probability of like the reach, right? And again, if you're trying to sell something, whether it's your own stuff or you're trying to do affiliate marketing, y'all, in 2026, you're going to see a huge shift in people moving away from the macro influencers, moving down more into the micro influencers and people that they feel more relatable, and people want really good quality and they do not want shallow content anymore. So for a girl like me, that's right up my alley, because I've never been a shallow content type of person. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So first piece of content is going to be value-based content. Every day we want to have a piece of value-based content, and please keep in mind, okay, this is what kind of is going to establish you as a resource, which is what you need. So people keep coming back over and over and over again. And it helps you build up your know, like, and trust factor way, way faster than any of the other types of content. Okay. The second type of content is going to be niche-based content. So now the niche-based content, this is very specific to that niche and to those sub niches, but there's a little twist that you have to put on it going into 2026. Okay. When we're looking at the hooks for the niche-based content, your hook has to have a broad appeal. So you're going to have to broad niche, which is it's a strategy that takes a little bit of skill. I'm not going to lie to you, but you definitely can get it done. Okay. You definitely can get it done. Hey, it's Tashina. So, and if you need help with that, come into Instacoin or come into the 6-week sales, mentorship, and I got you. So a broad niche is like the overall piece of the content, and the purpose of it is still going to be niche specific, but we're going to try and target multiple people that will find use in the information, or multiple people that know that they have that goal or that problem. So my niche is business and finance, okay? And I specifically help content creators, small business owners, and side hustlers, right? However, there's a lot of people that are not small business owners, they're not content creators, they're not side hustlers, and they want to get more followers. Blink, blink, blink. You pick. I'm trying to give y'all an example. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? If you picking up what I'm putting down, say, yeah, girl, I'm picking up what you putting down. So because of that, I'm going to broad niche. That means there's lots of people online for whatever reason they want to get more followers, but they may not be in one of those categories of my specific niche, my specific target audience. Does that make sense? And every niche, I promise you, there's some goal or some problem or some issue or conversational point that someone, they may not necessarily be in your specific niche, but there's like millions of other people that wonder about that thing. Okay. So for instance, when we get into like marketing or running ads, those are super niche specific. You're not going to care about running ads probably unless you are over like sales for your company, a media buyer, or you're a business owner, right? But getting followers, that's a broad niche. So you're gonna go back and forth between like your hyper niche and your broad niches, and I basically just try and do like every other day to flip flop with them. But it works really really well as far as getting you customers and getting you content that's pushed out there to the masses. Because now when we're creating a hook, I can create a hook that even people that aren't small business owners or content creators are going to be interested in if I'm talking about getting followers, right? So if I start off with a hook and I say something like, if I start off my hook and say, I gained over 10,000 followers from just one post. I broke it down into a formula, tried it again, and picked up another 5,000 followers from my second post. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did step by step. Now I'm going into like the actual content, right? But my hook is that I gained over 10,000 followers with one post. So whether you're a side hustler, whether you're a small business owner, right? Whether you're a content creator, it doesn't matter. You can be outside of that. If you're a person on the planet Earth and you care about getting more followers, you're going to want to know, how did I get 10,000 followers from that one post? Blink, blink, blink. And y'all know it is true. I actually picked up 65,000 followers from that one post. Okay. I exceeded my own expectations. But, right? Right, but does that make sense? So when you're doing niche content, you're going to go back and forth between like broad niching and then like your micro niche. Okay, keep that in mind. This is moving forward in 2026 to help you actually grow your followers, grow your leads, and grow your views. Okay. Next thing, type of content, storytelling content. People love a story. People like to be able to relate. People like to be a part of a community. People like to be engaged. That's what people are into. That's what they like. That's what they want. Okay. The first word in social media is social. So your job is to get on here and socialize. And I do believe it is very good practice that at least once a week you're putting up some type of storytelling, story-based type of content if we want to perform. Okay. Fourth type of content, the awareness content. Baby, I was on y'all's top about awareness content in 2024, and I'm still going to be on your top in 2026 about awareness content. Awareness content is the easiest out of all these types of content to produce. You're literally looking at what is trending. As far as like the conversations online, and if there's something trending, which there always is going to be something that's trending in the news cycle within 7 days that you can make sense for your niche, make sense for your audience, and we tap into that, you're going to get so many new followers. If I'm being honest, on TikTok and Instagram, that's like literally a cheat code to being able to get followers and to be able to pick up followers fast. Okay. But it's really important that you have to tie the content with your niche, because you don't want random people to follow you because they liked your opinion or your commentary about that piece of trending content, but you don't talk about that ever again. You're not going to be able to activate them into purchasing anything from you. So that's why it's very important. You have to take the trending content and you have to tie the trends in to, like, you have to make it make sense with your niche. There has to be some level of correlation in order for you to keep those new followers engaged with you and active with you, and having the opportunity to be able to actually like turn them into a customer in some shape, fashion, or format. Make sense? If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Okay, let me know in the chat. I need to make sure I'm not moving too fast. All right. The fifth type of content that's going to help you build up, again, we're focused on followers, leads, and views for this strategy in 2026, is going to be response videos. Okay, response videos. And a lot of y'all are missing the opportunity. And I think some of y'all feel like, because you don't have like hundreds of people in your comments, and like, let's say you put up a post and you only get 3 people that comment. I don't care if you put up a post and you only get 1 person that comments. Okay, eventually it's going to go from 1 to 10 to 20 to 100 to 1,000. And I'm telling you guys this because I've lived this. I've gone through the process. Every single social media platform I've ever gotten on, I started my pages with 0. I have another page just sitting over there. It ain't got no followers yet. Y'all gonna be able to see me grow that page. Y'all gonna be like, God dang, this girl knows what she's talking about. A lot of y'all watch me, the Instagram account, King Ashley Ann, y'all watch me start that page and grow it from like 0 followers up to over 1 million followers. And y'all watch me not cross promote. People find me every day on TikTok. They be like, oh my God, I had no idea you were over here. Because I don't believe in dragging my followers from one platform to another. I like to build up organic audiences on the platforms that I go to. Okay, so literally responding to people. A lot of times y'all are like, oh, I need a content idea. Literally go through your comments and respond to people. That is building up engagement, it's building up community. It shows the people that are currently following you that you like are listening, aware, paying attention to them, that their opinions and their thoughts matter. Okay, all of that. So responsive content, literally responding to the comments that people make, responding via video. And if you feel like it's something that's really insightful or something that's going to help the masses, that's when you want to put some effort into your response video, where there's actually like some editing, and it's a good piece of evergreen content that can stay out there for a very long time. But a lot of y'all are missing the opportunity to be able to push your videos to get them to circulate more. Literally, like if you just respond like you do response commentary. Okay. And then your 6th is going to be your sales videos. Okay, so your sales video, this is where we're doing like those case studies I was talking about. This is where we're showing the back office. We're doing the before and afters. We're doing any type of like transformations that have to do with your offer. This is where you're going to show like packing, you actually making it, you guys working in the warehouse, unboxing, you showing the design process. All of that starts going into your sales videos. And realistically, you need to get comfortable with trying to put up at least 1 sales video per day. Now, if you're doing straight up affiliates through like Amazon or LTK or TikTok Shop or something like that, your sales video is going to be like your 1 like product video at a minimum per day. Does that make sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? You said that's me, 1 to 3 comments or reactions. Like, it works. It absolutely works. And they want to see deeper engagement, because your view retention time and your comments are going to outweigh your likes moving forward in 2026 across all of the platforms. They're looking to see like who really has the ability to engage an audience and keep their attention and keep them captivated and keep them on a platform. That's a really, really big deal for these platforms. They want to keep users on as long as possible. And so the more that they see that you have the ability to do that, the more people they're going to send your way. Okay. Let's see. View retention and comments. Yeah, view retention and comments. Even in the live streams. That's because I'm always like, y'all type the word this or put that in there and blah, 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 blah. Like the shares and the taps are cool, but they honestly would rather see more comments and more of y'all like sending little gifts and stuff like that. That weighs more right now on TikTok. They love a share. So if you like hitting a copy link to be able to share out to 1 or 2 other people, like they're into that. That's really what they want to see. Okay. Now, I know y'all are like, what? Like, we're starting to get to the strategy, but before we start like really delving into different types of content, I wanted to talk to y'all about the quality ranking score. And hold on. I took screenshots because I don't know what is up with like I'm gonna tell y'all something. Okay, let me tell y'all this. This really chaps my butt, and it's not a lot of stuff that chaps my butt, but this does in particular chap my butt. I get really, really ticked off with the amount of randos that come in and they'll like call me a scammer or they're a liar. And I'm like, I've worked my buns off for everything. And I should be scamming, baby. If I was scamming, I would probably have 10 times the money that I have right now in my bank account. But I don't, like, because I tell people the truth and sometimes it works against me because I'm not telling people what they want to hear. But whenever I get information from like TikTok, when I get information from Instagram, exactly, I'm very Googleable. Okay, Charlotte Ann, let them know. When I get information from them, especially like very specific things like about what's going to help you like go further or get the results that you're looking for, absolutely, positively, you better believe it that I'm jotting it down. So this morning, when I log into my portal, can y'all see this? This is a list. This is specifically from TikTok. And this list is telling me what is qualifying right now as high quality content and how they're calculating the high quality content. So I wanted to share the list with you of high quality content, okay, and where it's coming from. And hold on, because they got down here with building your brand and all that kind of stuff. Hold on, there's another one too over here. Oh, if y'all can see it, it says how to qualify. I can't keep it on the camera too long because y'all know they'll get me for copyright. But if you look down at this bottom part, it says what makes a video high quality. What makes a video high quality? And then it says TikTok will. Okay, y'all see that? So I'm just letting you know that I'm reading directly from them when it comes to the quality of the content that they want to see. Okay. So, and they have the criteria and they have it broken down into percentages as far as what they're considering high quality content. All right. So, first thing, they are looking to see if your content is well crafted. By well crafted, and we're going to talk about this as far as like with your retention, they're looking to see like how dynamic it is. Okay. They're looking to see the order, they're looking to see how the thought is laid out. And this is where, if y'all remember a few months ago, I was taking y'all through Creator Search Insights and telling you it's a gold mine for content that people are looking for on the apps, like how to go through and use it. Okay. They also are looking at your user engagement. This is why your comments, shares, I'm sorry, the comments, the shares, and the saves are like really, really high up there, and people actually like typing words. So and we'll talk about this, we probably won't get to this until tomorrow, but one of the things in the strategy I've been teaching you guys to do is start leaving questions or giving your audience like tasks, like, oh, if you do such and such and such, I'll review as many of them, or you can put your questions here, or what do y'all think about XYZ element of P, because you need people to comment actual words, not just emojis. Okay. They also are looking to see if your content, if they feel like it's specialized, if it's specialized or if it's original. So they're not look if you're doing like reaction videos or something, baby, you better be putting 10 on 20 in those reaction videos for them to feel as if, okay, this is like original content and it's well crafted and it's going to be engaging. Okay. The next thing, and y'all can see all of this over in the blue, okay, that they're getting to. All right, good lighting. And I told y'all this. I told y'all this months ago that their algorithms have updated to like they're looking at the quality of your lighting in the live streams and on your posts to determine if they're even going to circulate your content out to other people. Okay. They also have in parentheses, they do not want any blurry visuals and they don't want any low quality green screen. And I was like, I have to go look up what low quality green screen is because I'm not exactly sure what that means. And I'm going to ask them inside of the Discord group too, like if they can show me some examples of low quality green screen. Okay. Also, they want clear audio, so they're getting more and more stringent about the audio. Y'all know YouTube has been on the audio kick for a very long time, and it's like high priority for them. Okay, they also want you to create a cohesive visual brand look. So remember, and I've told y'all about this when we get into the fonts. I told y'all, I said stop using all those fonts, like pick three and stick with it. Okay, they're looking at the color, they're looking at the saturation, they're looking at the exposure of the camera that you're actually shooting with. They're looking at your background. In here, it says they want a cohesive visual brand look with consistent shooting locations and framing styles. I'm not making it up. Okay, it's right there. Yep, I'm trying to get it in the camera. I'll do it on angle, but it's right there. Okay, they are saying like this is what they want. Okay, also they do not want you. It tells you to not use your trash laptop camera. It doesn't say it's trash. It doesn't call it trash, but it does says it needs to be use a high definition camera or phone camera. It says no front facing laptop cameras in parentheses. I promise you, it says it right there. Okay, so because they know typically the quality isn't good. Now I feel like if you paid the cash and you sprung for like a nice like 4K external camera or something like that, it's going to give you much better quality than the ones that come on your laptops already. But that's not what they want. Okay. They also want your thumbnails to be high quality. Like I said, I'm sure when we open this, I told y'all that I'm sure y'all noticed like a big shift in my thumbnails, aka the covers for like my reels, for my TikToks, for my content, stuff like that, because they have told us that this is something that they are looking for. Okay. So literally, before you even go out to post a piece of content, we need to really start thinking about like how are we shooting, what does our setup look like, do you need to buy like a little pad light or a little stand, so it can help you get better shots or like clearer frames, what's going on with your audio that you're going to be using, because we want to make sure that the content is being pushed out. Okay, we want to make sure it's being pushed out. Blink, blink, blink. Does that make sense? Okay. So these are very small changes. And if you have like a newer phone, I use y'all know I'm a Samsung girl. People's always shocked. They're like, what? You don't have an Apple? No, I'm a Sammy. Okay. Samsung. I love my Samsung. Okay, you understand me? In these streets. And one of the reasons is because they have bomb cameras on them. Okay. And we have a setting that looks very similar to a DSLR setting, and our cameras and our phones will film in 8K already. Okay. And we have a really cool setting. Let's see if I can show it to y'all. I don't know if it's going to show up camera to camera, but I'm going to try and show it to y'all. Oh. So this is like my favorite setting on here. Okay. It's called it's not looking as good in here, but I promise it's so clear, it's so crisp. It's called portrait video that we have in here. And it actually allows us to go in and we can change our exposure. So when we're in dark spaces, we can light it up, and we also can dim, and it gives us the ability to blur. So y'all know, like when you watch the Housewives and the confessionals, and they're really clear and sharp, and then their background is kind of blurred out behind them, it allows us to do that without having to shoot with like a red camera, which is like crazy expensive. Also, we can adjust the FHD, and we have all of these pro settings in here that we can go to. And if you're like a cook or a chef or a food blogger, they actually have a food setting in here, which is really dope. We have hyperlapse in our pro. We have like all of the like ISO, the lens shift changes. We can choose frames, what Ks we want to be in, like everything. So for us, like, and I have two like mad expensive Canon cameras, and I may start. I was thinking, I was like, I may start using the other one for like my live stream, so I can have like a second angle and go back and forth between those two. But yeah, okay, so long story long, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: lighting makes a huge difference. Okay, lighting makes a humongous difference. You can buy one of those little, $10 pad lights, and stick it to your phone and you will be amazed at how much sharper and clearer. Like if you feel like your camera is trash, it may not be trash. It may literally just need the additional lighting to help out the lenses, and it's going to give you clearer shots. And on TikTok, Instagram doesn't do this yet, but TikTok does it right now. When you upload a video or you post a video, it will actually give you a little check mark and say good quality before you even post it. If you're editing it inside of TikTok or you record it inside of TikTok, it will actually say good quality whenever you pass the parameters, and it gives you a little check mark. They started doing that a couple of months ago, and I was like, oh, it's like okay. And typically my videos that get the good quality mark, it may take 2 or 3 days, but they take off and they will get tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views. Okay. So literally they are telling you what they want to see in order for your content to start circulating further and to circulate better. Okay. Now, actually, I'm looking at the clock. Y'all, we still got a lot to cover. I haven't gotten through any of this stuff down here in the strategy I want to talk to y'all about, or any of this stuff up here in the strategy I want to talk to you guys about. But I've just looked at the clock and realized I've had y'all on here quite a while. We're going on 1 hour and 20 minutes. So let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. If you got a question, request up, or you can type it in the chat. And then tomorrow I'll probably be on earlier in the morning. Like tomorrow I'll probably be on maybe like at 8:30, something like that a.m. because you know we got New Year plans. We got things to do. So I'll probably be on about 8:30 so we can get into tomorrow. And I guess, you know, we may be going through this next week too. And that's fine. That's fine because we need strategy. Okay. Y'all need strategy. We got to make the Mignon. Okay. And y'all do not forget, if you use code EOY 2025, EOY 2025, when you go to my go over there and you can get into any of the courses, programs, mentorships. You can get your planners, your guides, your books, your manifestation mugs, hoodies. You can get everything. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's see. Hey, Indy, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
That's good. My question was in reference to I'm at the point where I need to get a camera or another phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was asking, do you do your content with an actual camera or do you use your Samsung?
Most of it is with my Samsung. Every now and then I may break out like the Canon if I'm doing like when I'm doing like my courses, you know what I mean? And we're doing like the educational content or something like that. I'll use the camera for that, but like 90% of everything I film, I actually do it on my Samsung, and you have like a couple of extra lights depending on what environment you may be in, and always a stand. Samsung and a really good stand.
Okay. All right. And then my next question, if I can have one, is in reference to affiliate marketing. So I'm trying to tap into the digital realm.
Okay.
What is your take on the affiliate programs that are out, or tapping into the affiliate marketing aspect for, you know, launching my own thing?
Yeah, I love affiliate marketing. It's a great way to make additional income. I do like $500,000 a year in affiliate stuff, and it's not even my main stuff that I push. And
wait, you have an affiliate program?
Mm-hmm.
What? Mm-hmm. I need to go dive into your website. Okay, keep going.
But like literally, like for instance, like everybody knows I use Shopify, I use Samcart. I just got into Stand Store the past few months ago, so I'm still learning it and figuring it out. On our email stuff with ConvertKit and stuff like that. I like most of these companies, I've been like their number 1 or number 2 affiliate for years. Okay. But because I like, right, when it's something that you're using every day or that you really see value in, it's really easy to market it or push it. And just don't make the mistake. It's just like if you had a primary offer, as long as you don't make the mistake of trying to tie into something because it's trendy, it's not something that you really would use, it's not something that you're really into, then you're going to be able to make money. Tomorrow, I probably want to spend a little bit more time talking about like offer selection when it comes to what you're offering or your affiliates, because that's going to have a lot to do with developing the audience because of the market we're in now. You really got to think about like inferior goods versus superior goods. And anyway, I don't want to squirrel too much, but we got to get into that, you know, as far as like being able to make money for 2026. You got to be super intentional. And so, long story long, just always remember when you're picking something, is this something I actually would use on a regular basis? Is this something that, you know, like makes sense for my life and it also makes sense for my niche's life? If it can answer yes to all three of those, then yeah, do it. You're going to be able to make money with it. If you get in there and it don't make sense to your audiences, like who you going to make money? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna make the money with it? If it gets into something that like your niche may like it, but you wouldn't use it on a consistent basis, then you're not gonna be consistent with the content, right? So now it's not getting the proper exposure, so you're still not really gonna make money, right? So those are your three like baseline questions when you get into affiliate product or when you get into your own offer. Like, is this something that I really am capable of every day? If I had to push out a piece of content about it, could I? You know, or at least at the bare minimum, at least once a week, if I had to push out a piece of content about it, could I? Right? My nail content does really, really well because like I'm into nails. You know, I have enough stuff. I probably could have my own salon. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing, baby. I'm gonna get these. Okay, baby. I'm gonna get these nails done. So literally every day I can put up a piece of content about nails. Right? I can do it. I got contacted. I've been contacted by quite a few like hair companies and stuff like that. And this one is a company with like glue and stuff to like put your unit on. They're like, "Do you wear wigs?" And I'm like, "You know damn well I wear wigs, right?" They're like, "Well, we have this product, you know, and we would like for you to try it." And I go and check it out. I was like, "Oh, I'm interested in that." Then there'll be some other companies that hit me up, and I'm like, "Well, actually, I'm not interested in that. I don't think I will be a good fit." You know, "Oh, well, you'll do great selling it." Well, but this is the thing. I really, honestly, wouldn't use that on a regular basis. And so therefore it's going to be, I think somebody over in YouTube said forced content. It's true. And the end user, they can tell the difference between forced content or if it's something that you really are. Yes, people can tell the difference, right? And so that's the big thing. You just go through those three questions, and if it's a no to any of them, it ain't for you.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yep. All right. Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. No problem. Good questions.
Okay.
I like a good question. What is this? Huh. Baby, I need to pay attention. They got thing up here talking about a drop-in guest and all of that. What like what is this? What is going on? Okay. Can you use the coupon code for 1-to-1? Yes. I know normally I don't allow that, but okay. This is the reason I'm allowing. I'm gonna try and keep it short. And I do not want to scare anybody. Y'all remember, I always tell y'all obstacles are opportunities, okay? I want y'all to think back to the beginning of 2025, end of 2024. And I sat on this camera and I gave everybody predictions for what was going to happen with the economy in the United States, okay? And y'all remember I got emotional and I started crying. And then y'all remember I got mad because the girl came in here and she was like, "Where's your faith? I serve the Most High." And I'm like, "Girl, I got faith and I read the Bible. And if you read the Bible too, you will understand why I'm crying, because there are some times God allows, you know, God allows atonement sometimes, okay? And sometimes there are things that have been going on. God ain't gonna look the other way. He's not gonna come and save you from it. Y'all remember? And I was telling her the story about, oh, I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of his name. He murdered the king. I'm going to go look him up. Like, he soaked the pillow and suffocated them. And Alicia started crying. And Alicia is very stoic. And he got misty-eyed and everything. He said, "Because I know what you're going to do to people. I know how you're going to harm children and babies and women and blah, 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 blah." He went through the whole thing. No, not Saul. Saul was trying to kill David. Not him. No, there's another. I'm having a brain fart. It's going to come to me. But anyway, I told y'all everything that was going to happen to the economy, everything that's going to happen to our country, everything that's going to happen to the market. And people were like, "Oh, you're fear mongering." I was like, "I'm not fear mongering. I'm just telling you the truth. You know, I'm telling you the truth because this is what it is." And y'all think 2025 was something? Baby, 2026 is going to be way worse. And the crazy things that they're doing right now, that they're changing silently without telling anybody, please. Okay? So you are crazy if you've been in the kingdom and you've listened to me, and like it's to the point some of y'all have asked me if I'm a psychic, and I'm like, no, I'm not a psychic. I read the wind though. I'm paying attention, honey. I pick up what the people are putting down. And I also have education in business and in finance. Like I actually went to school. I actually have a degree in finance. I actually have I actually have a master's in business, right? I actually have a doctoral. And on top of that, I've been a business owner for going on close to 20 years. I built 5 multi-million dollar companies. Okay, I got experience. And on top of that, I do pray and I do talk to God, and God does send me things and shows me things, right? So literally, if I got all of this stuff stacked up, I can see what's going on. And I'm telling y'all right now, 2026 is going to be a very hard year for the average American. And it's much better for you to be proactive instead of reactive. And so one of the big things that y'all are going to get slaughtered on, whether y'all know it or not, is going to be your taxes. There's another reason I've been trying to encourage a lot of you guys to become business owners. Even if you're a content creator, baby, that's a business, because you're going to need it. You're going to need all the help that you can get on the backside on that part, right? Being able to work with companies or brands. Look, this is the thing. Consumers are still going to spend. They just have changed their spending behaviors. So y'all know the other day I put up the post about the K-shaped economy that we're in right now, okay? So that means even though on the news they're like, oh, our GDP is good, it's not, okay? When you look at the companies that are performing well and the individuals that are purchasing, 50% of consumer spending is coming from the top 10% of earners in America, okay? And y'all are forgetting inflation has jacked the price of everything up. So the revenue numbers may be up, but that doesn't mean that the amount of shoppers spending is up. You picking up what your big cousins putting down? The revenue is up because because of inflation, the prices of everything is like through the roof. You have less people. The 80% of America, 80% of Americans, right? 80% of people that are earning less than, $220,000 a year, they're not spending at the same rate. So if we move over, which I said we'll get into tomorrow, we'll really get into inferior versus superior goods, and you being able to shift your business model where you're including some inferior goods, you're going to do well. A lot of y'all, like for instance, there's some of y'all in here right now. I know that you guys, I missed the EOY end of year talks, but I'm here now. Hey, I'm happy you're here, baby. Welcome to the kingdom. Okay. Okay, so this is the thing. And side note, y'all don't forget to go over when this live ends, go over there and buy something. Use my code EOY 2025. Get into Instacoin, get your power session, get your social media audit. Go get your profit planner or your 365 marketing guide. Okay, go get whatever it is you need and use the code. Get the discount. Okay, it ends at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time today. So let's see, my clock says it's 3:18. Okay, so that means you got like 8 hours and some change. Okay, to use this code, right? But anyway, okay, can you repeat which one to shift to? Inferior. Superior is only if you already have a luxury audience. If you already have a target audience and you have an end where you're servicing that top 10% of earners, you can be on the superior goods because they got plenty of money to spend because their money is tied to assets. So as this inflation is crushing the rest of America, it's making them richer right now. And especially if they have tech assets. They're doing really, really well, okay? But if you're on the other side, which you're servicing like that 80% of customers, you need to switch into inferior goods. And people will sneeze, like let's say there's a couple of people coming into my KE cohort, and they saw there's 2 particular clients I have. One is very, very popular. And they're seeing how much they're earning. And both of these ladies started off with online boutiques, okay? And I realized very quickly, I was like, baby, the boutique isn't the way for you, but you're going to make a lot of money going through TikTok shop. Sorry, y'all, my eyelashes are stuck together in the corner. It's bothering me. Child, had to get that thing off, okay? I'll go reattach it later. I was like, anyway. So anyway, okay. So what's my opinion on creating a series, Leslie? You know I love a series. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. It's here. Okay. It's here in the strategy. Anyway, I got call to actions for y'all and all kinds of stuff. So y'all ain't gotta think about it. But anyway, so I put them in KE cohort, and long story long, they're both doing over $20,000 a month from TikTok Shop right now. From TikTok Shop. Now I still want them to move forward with their boutiques. I'm like, okay, it's time to get back in the game on the boutique side, because you can't put all your eggs in one basket. The algorithm could change at any given time, right? It's a lot of stuff that could happen. The app could disappear, they could kick you off. It's a lot, okay? It's never smart to be like having all your income there. And I want them to be doing $20,000-$30,000 a month with their own offers and their own boutiques as well. But this is the fastest pathway for them to be able to make money. And long story long, a lot of y'all would sneeze at $1 commission. Y'all be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. I only get $1 off of it. Do you know how easy it is to sell 10,000 or something? And you got your dollar commission, so that's $10,000 for you. Because if it's $1 commission, the product probably costs somewhere in between $5 and $10. It's a lot of people that will spend $5 to $10 without thinking about it. And if your content does well and it gets organic sales, the smart companies, they're going to put ad spend behind your brand. I mean, behind your post. And they're going to turn it into an ad. And every time somebody clicks your link and they buy, you're getting your dollar. A lot of y'all would be very happy if you could get an extra $500-$600 a month. You know what I'm saying? And so literally, literally, starting to reposition the way that you think about things, because there's millions and millions and millions and millions of people that are using these platforms and these apps. And it's real easy for me to get 1,000 of y'all to buy something for $5, as opposed to trying to get 1,000 of y'all to buy something for $1,000. You understand what I'm saying? So, inferior goods are going to be a pathway to making buku's money in 2026. You said, yep, I still make commission from a video that's over 2 years old. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me which course do I buy to learn how to sell on live? So it's not a course, it's a 6-week sales training. I teach it live. It starts January 27th. We'll be sending some pre-work to y'all next week before we get into class. But that's the training that's specifically set to like learning how to sell online. And I teach you how to sell in your DMs, sell on your live streams, sell in your emails, sell through your stories, and sell in your comments. Okay. It's the 6-week sales training. It's a mentorship. We start January 27th. Your classes are taught live on Tuesday nights. They're taught live on Tuesday nights. And it's a lot. And it says 6 weeks, but real talk, I'm probably going to keep y'all longer than 6 weeks. 6 weeks sale is 6 week sales, 6 week sales. And somebody told me that it's not in the tree, which that makes sense, because technically I'm not supposed to launch it into next week, but it's up and ready for enrollment. So if you send me a DM or you send me an email and say, hey, I want to get into 6 week sales training, I'll send you over a link for it so you can jump in. Okay. I'll send you over a link for it so you can jump on in that thing, and you can use your discount code today and still get your 25% off. And y'all don't forget my EOY 2025 code that expires at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all got about 8.5 hours left to use the code if you want to jump in. Okay, jump on it. All right. Let's see. I feel like somebody else asked me something else and I missed it. You show about that nail glue I was selling. Hey, boo, it works. Okay. The nails are on. And this is the nail. You remember I cracked that nail and I glued it on? Yeah, that's the look. You can see the crack in it still, but it's still on. I haven't touched it up. I haven't done anything. You can see the crack better on the backside. But yeah, baby, that's some good glue. Okay. And it comes with a remover. Is Business 101 a new product? Yes, Business 101 is a new product. It's a beginner foundational product. Let's see. Which planner is for beginner? The Profit Planner is for beginners. Hey, what's going on, baby doll? Profit Planner is the planner for beginners. 365 Marketing Guide is an advanced planner. What's the price of the 6-week program? I think it's under early bird registration, so it's $24.97. Let me check. Hold on. Don't let me lie to you. Hold on. Because the regular price I think is 5,000 to come in, but I think we got it set for early bird for anybody that comes in by I think the 7th of January. Because we'll do early bird first week. It's 6 weeks sales secret sauce training. Yeah, $24.97. And then if you use your code, you'll save 20. So about what, $500? You'll save like 25% off of that. So yeah. You said you don't need anything but go see what I got. Girl, go get your manifestation mug or a hoodie or something, okay? I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very much. Y'all, and on the mugs, we're able to keep them rolling in. The planners, I'm good to go on those. The hoodies, what I got is what I got. I can't find another vendor to give me the hoodies at the quality that we need without going up on the price. So I don't know. I may take what we got left in inventory and just save it for like special occasions or special gifts or something, because I can't get any more of them. I can't get any more of them. Not without, if I get some more, I would have to raise the prices of them to like $89, and I don't know if y'all would spend that much on them. I saw my Dior eyeshadow the other day and thought of you. Oh, thanks, babe. Remember I told y'all we do lots of giveaways for our customers and for our clients over here in the kingdom. Yes, I give away Dior. Okay, I give good gifts. Very, very good gifts. Get into it. You better be a member of the kingdom. Side note, if this is your first time here, follow me. Follow, like, and subscribe wherever you're watching me at. What's the discount code for the day? E is in echo, O is in onion, Y is in yellow. EOY 2025. EOY 2025. EOY 2025. You saying you always get compliments when you wear it? I know, baby. That was a bomb color palette. It's a really I like a good like everyday face makeup. And then if you want to do a little something, you can kick it up. But I have found, like, when I was younger, I used to be into like more bolder colors and bolder looks. And I have found as I've gotten older, I'm getting more like my mama. I like more of like a neutral face, more of like I just have on something to enhance my beauty. Like me having on this lower eyeliner today is a lot. I normally don't do eyeliner on my like lower waterline, but I was like, it's the holiday. But I like a good, like, easy makeup where it's like I enhance my beauty, but I never want to take off my makeup and look like a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? Even with my lashes, when I was younger, I used to wear like the big old more dramatic lashes. I really don't anymore. On occasion, if I'm like showing up to an event or I got like a special recording or something to do, I'll have like the big heavy lash on. But even with like the clusters and stuff, is more like I'm just enhancing, what I got. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through phases, I guess. I guess we go through phases. Anyway, y'all got any other questions about what we went over today or about what like service, training, class, course, whatever you need? Y'all got any other questions before I dip up out of here? Because I got some errands I need to run. Okay. I got a couple things I need to get done real fast out here in these streets. And I'm gonna try and come back on this evening, y'all. I know I always say that, but I really am, because we're staying in for New Year's this year. Like we'll be out in the streets tomorrow, but New Year's Eve we're staying in. So I have some stuff I want to talk about. We haven't had a community conversation in months. We haven't had a community conversation in months, and so child, there's a lot. Okay, that pastor that's out here, that's the divorced his pregnant wife after he been cheating on her and carrying on. Now he out here talking about the woman hit him with the car. Okay, we got Cardi B and Stephon Diggs and him and all his charges and carrying on. Baby, we got stuff to talk about. Okay, we have things to talk about. You've been following a few years. Just want to say that you're proud of me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate this so much. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who's been supporting me, following, liking, sharing, saving, telling other people about me, all of that. Okay. How to get started in a budget? A lot of work. People don't like to hear that. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. Okay, I'm gonna try and come back on tonight. I'm gonna definitely be back on tomorrow morning though, for sure, for sure. Okay, so you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, if you're starting your business with a tight budget or like a low budget, number one, you need to build a reinvestment schedule. So that means as you make money, you need to already have a plan for what the money is going back into. Number two, you need to take what money you have and you need to find you a reliable, legitimate mentor. Okay, I'm here. If I volunteer as tribute, if that's something you would like to do, and whatever, like for instance, when I do these free trainings, baby, you better be at every one if you ain't got a lot of money. When I'm doing a workshop and it's low cost, it's only like $47 or something, baby, you better get up in that thing. But you have to like focus, you have to make a list of what you need. Like, so what skills do you need, right? So I made a list of skills y'all need to be focused on going into next year. Active listening, reading. A lot of y'all do not read stuff, y'all skim. You need to start reading. Editing. So for instance, those of you that are coming into Instacorn Academy, I'm actually putting in more editing videos than we already have in there to teach you guys how to edit. How to create hooks. A lot of y'all struggle with hooks. We're gonna be talking a lot about that. Like even for those of you that are coming into the 6 weeks the 6 week secret sales training, yeah, a lot of it is going to be about hooks. Okay. A lot of y'all need to work on your SEO, your automation. You need a follow-up system. You need some SOPs. You need to build a funnel. You need to get a text messaging service. You need to work on sales activation, which is trigger words, understanding people's desires, education, your entry price points, and your storytelling. Okay. Also, your biz math and your taxes so you can keep as much of your money as possible. You need to work on your personal branding and your community building, and you need to focus on better product selection, which is what we'll be talking about tomorrow with the inferior versus the superior goods. And literally, there is not a way around these things. Okay. So, for a lot of y'all need extensive assistance. You need extensive training. Okay. You need to be inside of a community. You need to be in something like Instacorn Academy, but it's going to be up to you if you're going to be willing to make the financial commitment that you need to make so you can make more money. All right. A lot of times there's different tools and softwares that y'all need, and you need to learn how to put those tools and softwares together, but y'all are unwilling to make the investment. And so that's on you. Like there's nothing I can do, on that part. And even if you're not going to do that, you need to be committed to spending at least an hour a day to trying to learn something. And then at least the rest of that week trying to practice on it and execute it so it gets done. Okay. You said after automation. I was just going through stuff that people need to work on. If they coming into Instacoin, they're gonna learn. If you coming into Instacoin, you're gonna learn all of that stuff anyway with me. Instacoin is over 140 modules. We do live sessions every Thursday. They're gonna learn advanced ads training. And in January, we're starting ads training. So they'll probably be learning ads January, February, March, and April inside of there. And if y'all go look, a lot of people that teach ads, you have to pay in between $5,000 and $10,000 just for an ads class. And you don't get like to learn your bookkeeping. You don't get to learn automation. You don't get to learn branding. You don't get to learn sales. You don't get to learn, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to learn like sponsorship, brand deals. You don't get to learn any of that stuff. So anyway, you want to write it down: listening, reading, editing, creating hooks, cover selection, SEO, SOPs, automation, follow-up, funnels, texting, sales activation, trigger words, desires, entry price points, storytelling, biz math, and your taxes, your personal branding, community building, and your product selection and targeting. And it ain't no way around it. And people don't. That's why I said if I was just out here like gassing people for the money, I say, oh, you just need to learn how to do this and that so I can get your money. And then that's what y'all do. Y'all pay for these courses, and then y'all get out of here, and you still are not making sales, and you can't figure out why you're not making the sales. It's because you never had like the proper foundation, or you were ill-informed about the skills and the tools you were going to need to be able to pull off the goal. A lot of times when I talk to people on the one-to-one calls and they'll give me like their 90-day goals or their 60-day goals, they're completely unrealistic. Not unrealistic because you can't do it in that time frame, but when I ask about their budget for marketing or advertising, they don't have a budget, or they have a very minimal budget, and they don't have an audience. and they don't have a network of people that they can pop into those people's network, right, to be able to get what they need. So how are we going to do this, right? And then on top of that, you don't have the skill set, but then you don't want to pay for the course or the class to get in there so you can get the skill set and you can get the mentorship. Do I have access to older courses I purchased before? If it's been less than a year, yes. If it's over a year, no. Hopefully you downloaded it. That's why we always encourage y'all to download. We like so you can have it forever. That's normally what we be trying to encourage y'all to do. And I will say this, if you're a person and you need help on like what product to select, then you want to book a discovery call, because that's what discovery calls are for. If you need to know what like your next steps are, or you need help trying to figure out like what direction you should go in when it's coming to some of your ideas or how you want your pages to be set up, that's what a next steps call is for. Okay. If you have like specific questions when we get into like a bird's eye overview as far as like what the actual like strategy is, the audience, how we're reaching them, maybe upsell, downsell options, stuff like that, you're going to get a power session. That's what you need that for. And if you need an overall just full on marketing plan with a lunch plan as well, that's where you're going to get a laser session. Oh my God, a pastor was murdered by his wife this morning. Baby, they cutting up. Child, people's cutting up. Lord have mercy, child. On that note, let me get on down, okay? Let me go run my errands. Okay, let me run my errands. Jesus Louise. Child, they out here doing the fool in these streets. You hear me? Complete fool. Anyway, y'all. If I don't see y'all tonight, I'll see y'all next year. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. Please, y'all, make sure you use code EOY 2025. EOY 2025. That's our end of year sale code. It will take 25% off of everything store wide. Go to my bio. You'll see any product, you'll see one-to-one, you'll see one-to-one sessions, you'll see planners, you'll see books, you'll see guides, you'll see beginners courses, you'll see tutorials, you'll see trainings like Instacorn Academy, which is a mentorship. If you're trying to get into the 6-week sales training so you can learn how to sell online, sell in your DMs, sell in your emails, sell with your stories, all of that, you will get that. Okay. Now, if you need help doing that long list of stuff that I gave you, the automation, the funnel, the editing, the ads, the marketing, the branding, the taxes, the biz math, all that, baby, go and get an Instacorn Academy. Go ahead and do it. Okay. Literally do it. Seriously. And use that code EOY 2025. Because if you ask me for a link tomorrow, I'm going to give it to you, but you're not going to save 25%. Get the discount while you can. All right. And there was a couple of you guys that had asked me about the sales training. DM me or the email me and I will get y'all the links to that. Okay. Now, maybe a couple, give me a couple minutes. It could be a couple hours. I don't know how many of y'all in the inbox. If it's just a few of y'all, y'all have it quickly. If it's a lot of y'all, yeah, give me a little time because my team is off. It's New Year, so that my team is off until next week on Tuesday, I think. Anyway, what's the code? EOY, Echo Orange Yellow, EOY 2025, EOY 2025. That is the code that'll get you 25% off store wide. EOY 2025. All right. Bye, y'all. Everybody have a good day, and thank you for everybody that sent me a